the temple courts, and while he was teaching, the chief priests and the elders of the people came to him.
By what authority are you doing these things?
They asked.
And who gave you this authority?
Jesus replied,
I will also ask you one question. If you answer me, I will tell you by what authority I am doing these things. John's baptism, where did it come from? Was it from heaven?
So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the... And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. The action has already started. Isaac! Out to the right. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple...
And there's a searching pass. Blint. Here's Van der Beek. For movement. Van der Beek. Threads one in. Now it's Mbappe. And he's straight offside. Spread it left. White spots it and intercepts. Rivaldo. It's Bellingham. And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, shooting chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back-page headlines there.
Van der Beek. Quality ball. Good running, strong and purposeful. Pinches it off him. Mbappe. Rivaldo. He's through now. There's the hit! They've scored! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Goal! After 31 minutes is number 11.
Madrid have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Madrid couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Isaac. It's run loose here. Isaac. Can he put it away? And he hits the net. And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
The goal scorer.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Hill. He's picked his way through. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Mbappe. Oh, perfectly measured that. Caught offside that time. There is the half-time whistle. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
Madrid ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And the game has already resumed here. De Bruyne, and he whips it in. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Rivaldo. White. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. De Bruyne. Nicely weighted ball. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. De Bruyne. And here's Mbappe. And he's in Bellingham! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolutely exceptional. A moving genius.
"3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
The attendance for this match was 71,649.
Oh, what has happened here? And just the keeper to beat! There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Madrid looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose. If they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Substitution on the field, number 20.
So, time
Coming
for
on to
changes
replace him
on
is
both sides, actually.
Number 11. Substitutions taking place.
White. Madrid perhaps contemplating their next change here. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Owen. Oh, he's been caught napping. And Owen! Now, who's going to be first to this? White. And here's Bellingham. Madrid are coasting towards victory. Bellingham. Rivaldo does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Mbappe! Aimed beyond the defence. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Substitution on the field, number 10, number 9. Coming on the field, number 7, Christian Stuani. Number 19, substitution.
Stuani running with the ball. Stuani! Keeper's got his work done. Blint goes short. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Tries a shot! Oh, brilliant save. Blint with the short one. Decent hit! Well, that is remarkable. And the referee brings it to a close. This is a side which is purring, picture perfect. To win, they will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So before we go, many thanks to Jim Beglin for his input, and from us both, good afternoon. Well, hello and welcome to a wonderful atmosphere which will not be dampened by the steady rain overhead. It is a wet day, but this should be a wonderful game. Well, the pre-match build-up is fantastic. Now, the game itself. That's a decent clearance. De Bruyne puts his foot on the gas. Haaland. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I really like the look of this fella, Jeremy Pino, Peter, who definitely has that sense of street smartness about him. He plays with a great sense of audacity and personality, and he himself has stated how proud he is of his street football roots, so this guy can go places.
Okay, interesting. De Ligt. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Good running, strong and purposeful. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Haaland. Rivaldo. Rivaldo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's really well cleared. Mbappe. Mbappe! Now, who's going to be first to this? Backward it goes, and a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Albiol is there to clear. And De Bruyne! And he's managed to get rid. Oh, he's played it in low. Well, anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And here's Haaland. Haaland! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Gay. Oh, nice touch.
Added time.
Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot's on here. He's had a hit! And want to be quick to recover this. Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think the scoreline offers a fair reflection of the level of endeavour from both teams. I think they lead because they did most of the probing. A little more penetration, I think, should help them get the job done.
Madrid leading 1-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Madrid carrying a... And De Bruyne! He's got a goal! 2 to the good! They have breathing space! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
De Bruyne demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Gay. Oh, that was vital.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pino!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
The attendance for this match was 71,898.
Mbappe. And it's Maradona. Engages and forces him off the ball. Jeremy Pino. Gay. De Ligt. And it's Roberto Carlos. Now it's Haaland. Nicely weighted ball. Now Mbappe. Now the finish! They are rampant! And they are cruising away. Oh, beautifully dispatced. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
After 73 minutes is
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And that's put paid to a promising move.
Kylian Mbappe. Substitution.
It's a sweet ball there. Chance for the header! And it's in! What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Villarreal give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. He's gone forward. Looking for the run. That is a great pick out. Oh, shooting chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Rivaldo has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Substitution on the field. Number 16.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Rivaldo. Coming on the field. Number 5. Ruben Neves. Number 17. Gaisca Mendieta.
He's had it taken off him.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
He is through here. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He can run onto that. Can he finish? And that will be it. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. The action has already started. Baranechea. Nicely weighted ball. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, one of the smartest wingers around, Peter, is Oyarzabal. I really like the way he just instinctively seems to know when to take people on or when to release it. And not being a physical specimen, you really have to show good tactical awareness on this front. And he's learning quickly.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Mendes. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Haaland, and he's been shifted off it.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
He's gone forward. There will be a throw-in. Oh, Red, nice interception. Pacheco. Aramburu. And Turientes. Aramburu. And it's gone back to the keeper. Pacheco. Now Sergio Gomez. Sucic. Aramburu. Now Sergio Gomez. Mendes. Now Sergio Gomez.
This is the time you need that pace.
Mendieta. Roberto Carlos. Now Costa Curta. Now it's Owen. He's through here. And the shot! Sergio Gomez. And here's Haaland. Madrid have got it back. Haaland! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Really got in the face of his opponent to set it up. It's great grafting.
Turientes. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless.
So it's been even so far. Which way will things
So
go in
there was the
second
first half.
Ours, of
What
course.
an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Madrid head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. And Owen! He's delivered all right!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Number 20.
Madrid are in front now, the game's only goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Szoboszlai. Now it's Owen. Mendieta, floated up and over. Rivaldo! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do. Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And no, that is pretty much the end. And Owen! And yes, it's there! And this is getting better and better.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
The attendance for this match was 72,300.
Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Nice interception, well timed. It's a great ball. Can he finish? It's a goal!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Madrid can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Lewandowski to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all...
He's gone for goal! He has done it! And there it is, his 10th goal, his first mini milestone.
The goal scorer after 72
Well, that has
minutes.
changed the dynamic somewhat.
Number
They've seen the
17.
light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Rivaldo. Now it's Lewandowski. Has a goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Soboslai. Rivaldo. Sergio Gomez.
Substitution on the field. Number 17. Number 27.
And that's
Coming on
definitely
the
not his
field,
best.
Number 8.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Mbappe. And he's managed to get free.
6 added minutes.
Interesting
have been
ball.
indicated.
Shot a goal! And it's there! And surely that settles it.
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
So now the difference is 3. And he skips past his man. Aim forwards. Mbappe looking to run onto it. And that will be the final act. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did. So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. And we're underway. With this game, we reach the halfway point of this season. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Nico Williams has been emerging and a very good player to watch as he's growing his game, Peter. I've been hugely impressed with his confidence, with his energy, with his dynamism, with his spirit, with his willingness and enthusiasm. And all those qualities are the perfect mix in him going on to have a great career.
Okay, interesting. Ruiz. Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Williams.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Williams tries a cross. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, good-looking ball. Aimed beyond the defence. Jaureguiza. And De Galarreta. Williams. Gorosabal. Williams. He's picked his way through. De Ligt stands tall and stands strong. Owen. For Szoboszlai. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Owen. Fiddles it through. That's a sharp pass. Wasn't far away.
Oh, how close was that to going in? It only required the smallest of tweaks.
Jaureguiza has a look and plays it forward. That's a shade optimistic.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Paredes cuts it out.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Gorosabal. There's the whistle for half-time. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here.
So that
The
was the
game
first
still
half.
up for grabs.
We believe the boys
And the
can
half-time
turn
score,
around.
1-0.
Of course they will.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Williams. And that's really well manoeuvred. And that is expertly dealt with. Szoboszlai. And here's Mbappe. Danny Vivian defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Oh, this looks sharp.
For this match was 71,898.
60 minutes played. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nico Williams is amongst the league's top 5 scorers. Nico Williams. Mbappe. And here's Owen. Gets a good foot in there. Paredes. That's good running with the ball. Can he finish?
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
The pass has gone astray.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Owen. Number 16, Ireland. Number 5, Ruben Neves. Substitution. Substitution on the field. Number
Jaureguisa. Williams.
There will be
Guruzeta! Denied by an instinctive... And that is as far as it goes. Well, plenty of talking points, and many of them sadly negative. This is clearly not how it was meant to go. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. And as you can see, we've already started here. Extraordinarily, we're already into the second half of the season here. David Seaman, clearly one of the finest English goalkeepers of modern times.
Well, Peter, if you're part of the defence in front of him, the lines of communication are fully open.
He's having a go! Now then, the ball's come loose. Haaland hits one! It's anyone's ball now. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And here's a chance! And for a moment, time stood still.
Really got in the face of his opponent to set it up. It's great grafting.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Lokonga. Really Fierce, close defending. He's gone forward. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
He has found the way through. Cattell. It's Lokonga. Cattell. That's a sharp pass. That's a good ball out wide. De Bruyne. Haaland. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Well, that pass isn't the best.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And he's managed to get free. Bacchio. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
Interesting half, just... Haaland! Agume. That's Bacchio. That's a lovely, neat pass. He's found the way through. He's got the shot away! It's in! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Madrid still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Can he finish? And that has been clubbed away.
The attendance for this match was 72,306.
Lokonga. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Oh, well played, well played. And that was very necessary. Roberto Carlos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Bacchio is herring after that one. Hazard. Haaland. De Bruyne. And he's got the beating of his man. That's the throw.
Substitution on the field. Number 18. Number 12. Lokonga. Coming on the field. Number
Rodri.
20. Number 17.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
He's had a hit! Really well taken goal. Do not write them off. Back they come.
The goal
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substitutions taking place.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Shifted upfield. And it's De Bruyne. Showing great feet there. It's Kane! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it! And yes, it's him again.
Goal! After 90 minutes is number 20, Harry Kane! Substitution.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Madrid complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
And that is as far as it goes. Madrid have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to... So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Another rendition of this never-ending feud. It will never lose its significance. Lovely bit of skill. And that's really well manoeuvred. De Bruyne.
Well, when you say Brazilian fullback, there's only one man, isn't there?
There've been a couple, Jim, haven't there? But I guess you mean Roberto Carlos.
I do, and probably the first of the current crop of fullbacks who played as a withdrawn winger.
And he's had some wow moments along the way.
He excelled. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, that's fabulous. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Kimmich. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still... He's had a hit! And he's done it! There is the breakthrough! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Looking for options for movement. Lejeune. And he cuts out the supply. Rodri. And it's Azar. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Lejeune. Out to the left it goes. Interesting ball. Can he latch on to this? Engages and forces him off the ball. Kimmich.
There will be 1
Mbappe.
minute added time.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
And there's the end of the first half. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, you'd have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean,
And the shot! They've scored! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Madrid grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, what a convincing response to going behind. They've got all the momentum now.
Shifted it to the flank. Nicely weighted ball. Well read, nice interception. Oh, good looking ball.
The attendance for this match was 72,306.
Aim forwards. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. He's looking to set free a runner. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Azar. De Bruyne. And De Bruyne! He's got away with one there.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
Substitution on the field. Number 13.
Madrid
De Bruyne.
choosing to make the first change.
41, number 22, Hazard. Coming on the field, number 10, Messi. Number 8, Isaac.
That's a lovely, neat pass. And he's running through. Isaac! It's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Madrid take the lead.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
White gets across to intercept that. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, they've got to deny him time and space, and that's one way of ensuring it.
Real chance!
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And here's Isak. There's the hit! He has done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Coming on to replace him is number 7, gbenga. Substitutions taking place.
Might want to be careful there.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Messi. That's headed upfield. Well, they can break here. Gets good distance on it.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Number 14.
They've played it short. Rodri. And here's finished. Hits one! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that will be the final act. Madrid have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win.